What's up, everybody? We are going to do a quick walkthrough on this PAP challenge and the strategy and the guide that we have kind of built on MT4 to kind of go along with that. We're going to show you how to install it very quickly, and we're also going to show you the steps in order for you to take the PAP trade setup that the PIP Analyzer Pro spits out. We're going to try to keep the video 15 minutes or less, and we will get to rocking real quick. So in the Slack room, all right, you guys see, if you're in the PAP challenge room, you have a file here. I uploaded 2 of them. Click on the last one, please. The first one has an error. So click on this one, and you guys need to actually click on the download button. That will download this to your computer. All right, once it downloads to your computer, it is a zip file. You should see a little zipper on it. So what you need to do is right-click and click Extract All, and then click Extract. All right, go ahead and check mark this Show Extracted Files when complete, so you do not have to search for this thing where it extracts it on your computer. So have that button checked. Click on Extract. All right, it will bring up the extracted files. So once the files have extracted, you're going to have 2 folders. You need to go to your indicators folder. You need to select all of these, and you need to right-click and click Copy. Okay. Then you need to go back to your MT4, go to File, Open Data Folder. You need to go to MQL4, Indicators, and just right-click and click on Paste. Now, I'm not going to do that because I actually have them all pasted in here already. But you'll just click up on Paste, and they'll now be in your Indicators section. You then need to go back to the folder that you had downloaded and extracted, and you need to click on the templates. You need to right-click on the template, copy it, and do the same thing. Go back to your MT4. This time, File, Open Data Folder. And this time you want to click on Templates. All right? Right-click and paste. Okay? Now, once you get that done, you want to shut down your MT4 and then reopen it. I know I have a lot of stuff on my desktop, a lot. So it will reopen. And then once it reinitializes, all of your MQ4 files should be compiled as ex4 now.
Hey, I don't know if you want to also have them do.
What's up? You cut out for a little bit.
Am I cutting out? Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I wanted to see if you wanted to run them by that step you told me to take earlier while you said that DLL box.
Yes. Now, the other things, you guys, what Terry's speaking of here as well, some of these indicators require DLL to be turned on. So just go to your, once MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 4 opens back up, click on Tools at the top, click on Options, roll over here to your Expert Advisors tab, and make sure that this Allow DLL Imports is checked. You want that to be on. All right, and then you can hit OK. All right, so now you're pretty much ready to rock and roll. We're going to right-click, we're going to click on Template, and we are going to find the KTFX FXC PAP members. That is the template. And your template will look like this. Okay? So this is the basic strategy that we have mapped out on the or for the PIP Analyzer Pro that we are using right now. Last week we were very successful with it. Terry, real quick, how many losses did you have last week with it?
I had one out of about 14, I think. But I think the one that I had was, it didn't match up. I was doing it kind of quick, and it actually wasn't a valid entry. So take away that one. It was perfect. Okay.
So like I said, we've had some good results with it. I've had some good results. There's been, for the past week, there's been 4 or 5 other people that have had access to this. We made a couple modifications, but it's pretty much been stellar for the most part. And we're still kind of, continuing with it to see how we can make it better for everyone. So real quick, if you're looking at your screen, I'm going to switch to the 5-minute chart because I don't like trading a 5-minute chart. If you are new to trading, I would suggest on the PAP, I would suggest you actually cut off 5 minute and stick to 15 minutes to an hour. Okay, but for the purposes of what we're doing here for this challenge, I'm going to be trading all three. All right. 5 minute is just a lot lower profit for me as pips. So we're actually going to be scalping the 5 minute basically. But so your PAP here. Why am I restricted on PAP, Terry?
That's a good question. Try logging in again. Yeah, I said you logged out. That's why.
Okay. There we go. All right. So yeah, just got to refresh and log in. So basically, when you get a signal, okay, or you get a entry set up, all right, you want to get your entry set up, and then you want to go over to your chart, and you want to pull up that pair on the correct time frame, and you basically want to look for a couple of things. All right. But we tried to make it as easy as possible for you, so I'm just going to run through the setup real quick. My favorite pair to trade is the AUDJPY. So we're just going to look at this and look at some setups. So basically, we're going to go down to a 5 minute chart. Now, if you take your mouse right here and drag up, you will see the rules for the template right here. Number one rule, never let a winner turn into a loser. All right. There'll be some people that tell you to trust your plan and ride it out, even if it goes against you. I disagree with that sentiment. If you got a winner, take it. If you see something that doesn't look right and you want to get out of the trade and you're in the profit, the PAP is going to spit out 1 million entries a day. Okay, you're going to get more chances. Just go ahead, take your profit, put it in the bank, and move on. All right, wait for the next one. All right, so the targets here. If you're on a M5 chart, we want to be looking for 5 pips plus the spread. All right, so if your spread is 2 pips, you want to be trying to get 7 pips so you can clear 5 after the spread. M15, 10 pips, 15 pips, somewhere right around there. H1, 20 to 30 pips. Okay, but make sure you include the spread. So try to get that. Sometimes you're just going to miss it by this little much. Go ahead, take your profit, get out. Okay. Now, the rules here are similar to the way that they teach through the educational videos. All right. So our first indicator window down here, we actually have the stochastic, and we're looking for these areas where the stochastic is overbought or oversold. Meaning overbought, it would be above this 80 line. And oversold, it will be below the 20 line. And we're looking for these areas, okay? And then, so that's going to be basically your first thing that you look at is the stochastic and the OBS, which is the white dotted line. Are these two things overbought or oversold? All right, if you see that, what you want to start waiting for is you want to wait for them to actually turn back up and start to cross. So let's just look at this signal right here. All right, this was kind of overbought, oversold. This was overbought, oversold. We had a new spike right there, so that's not really a good place to look at it. So right here, we didn't have any new spike. So let's check this out. We had an overbought, oversold stochastic right here, okay? And then the next thing that we want to look at is down at the bottom is the next two indicators. We want to make sure that we get an ADX cross, which right here, the green ADX, this is a buy. So the green ADX crossed the red and got on top. With the ADX indicator, whenever the green line is on top of the red line, we're uptrending. Whenever the red line is on top of the green line, we are downtrending. You can see over here to the left where the red line got up top. All right, we had a spike down. And then right here, like the signal we're looking at right now, the green line got on top and it's starting to go up. Okay, and then the RSI line at the bottom, this white dotted line on the RSI histogram is a signal line. All right, we want in a buy condition, we want the white RSI line to get on top of that white signal line. Here it's perfect because it's actually crossing it right here, and everything on the template lines up at this point. So the RSI is coming back up, it crosses the signal line. That means it's getting bullish. More buyers are getting into the market at this point. All right, so all three things actually line up on the chart for entry. The last thing that you want to look for, you want a candle close above the 10 simple moving average, which is the smaller of these two MAs right here. So we can see right here that we had a candle close above it, enter. So we would have placed our entry on this trade right here at the open of that next candle, okay? And then this trade actually went up to right here. All right, so this would have been a $34.35 pip move. All right, but this is what you want. You want everything to be overbought, oversold. You want a valid ADX cross, and you want the RSI line getting above that white dotted signal line. Okay, if you have all of those meet that criteria, you want to look up top. You want a candle to close above the moving averages, okay, especially above the 10. But this is a 10 moving average, and actually it's really a 30 to 34, depending on whether you use a simple or an exponential. But you want the candles to close above. Boom, it's a valid signal. Enter the trade. All right. On a stop loss, I normally will place my stop loss below the previous swing low. Okay, and about 10 pips. On an M5 chart, I like to normally stick around 10 to 15 pip stop loss because I'll try to go for 10 to 15 pips profit. Keep everything a 1-to-1. So I'm going to place my stop loss somewhere right around here. Okay, and ultimately what I would try to do is I would try to go for a 1-to-1. So meaning I would try basically to go for a take profit somewhere right around there. That's about equal distance from the stop loss to the entry, from the entry to the take profit, and that would have been 11 pips. Okay, and this is scalping the M5 chart. Now M15, MH1, it's going to be more pips. All right, so just kind of remember that. So a lot of people don't like to wait around for those M15 and those H1 setups, but they're higher probability setups. So that's it in a nutshell. Okay. Now, if you like watching price action and you're like, Steven, why are these candles, all kind of like trend candles? You can go to properties. You can go and click on the common file, click on charts on foreground, and click on OK. All right. Then you can get normal candles by switching it to candlesticks, or you can go to the force index candles, which is what we're really using. These force index candles show you force and impulse moves in the market. So basically, if we get a force impulse candle close above the moving average, we're probably going to get a few bars of the same, and we're probably going to get that run. All right, it's just an extra little confirmation. So I actually just leave mine on the force impulse candle unless I want to see price action like right around a pivot level or support and resistance to see what's happening. Okay, so that's basically it in a nutshell. Looking for a sell real quick right here. Let's see if we can find a good one. All right, so right here we had a sell. Everything was overbought and oversold. I'm gonna try to keep this go one more minute and then out. So everything was overbought, oversold. Now we didn't actually get an ADX cross till over here. All right, this you guys could kind of let's see, right there was your ADX cross, which we still could have entered this trade. So you were overbought, oversold, stochastic in that, crossed back down the, back from the 80, crossed over the 80, coming back down. RSI line is beneath the signal line, and then we got our ADX cross here. This candle actually closed right below the moving averages. We could enter our trade right here, okay? And then it actually came down, pulled back here a little bit, but it came down 7 pips before it pulled back. Remember, M5, 5 pips is what we want. This is one of those examples of don't let a winner turn into a loser. Take your 5 pips and get out the market. All right, wait for the next setup because we did see it pull back against us. Even though it came back up and dropped back down, it did. So guys, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. If you need any help, just reach out to me. And real quick, guys, I believe there is something that kind of Terry wants to go over with you. So he had a couple things that he wanted to say. So I'm going to let him finish this up and end this. And thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you make a lot of money this week. We'll catch you later. Terry?
Yeah, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you good.
All right, good, man. Yeah, so guys, I just basically wanted to just let everyone know that, we're throwing out a lot of information, a lot of new stuff that you may not know. A lot of you guys may be new to trading or whatever the case may be. Just stay plugged in, stay learning, keep an open mind, and understand you don't have to know this stuff right off the bat. We're going to be doing a lot of the analysis for you. We're going to be doing, a lot of looking at the charts and talking you through it. So just make sure that you understand that, the more that you learn about this, the more that you learn what these indicators do, the more you learn, where the entries should be, the better off you're going to be in the long run. So as we're doing it, as we're going through it, make sure you continue to learn them, and you don't just kind of shut it down when we're doing the analysis. You're actually paying attention. That's the best thing you can possibly do. So that's all I had, man. I think we're good to go, Steven. We can go ahead and shut this thing off now and get it out to our members, and we can rock and roll.
Perfect, guys. We'll have this uploaded here in just a little bit into the PAP Challenge room. So like I said, look forward to seeing you guys online this week and making some money with it.